so clean, so shiny. Your car will look brand new at Claybo's Express Shine Car Wash. Choose from a basic car wash to the manager special, or purchase a monthly pass where you can go once a day, every day for a month. The neon lights look so cool while your car gets a fantastic wash in just minutes. So, get the best car wash in town at Claybo's Express Shine Car Wash, located on Wears Valley Road, right across from Claybo's Campground. Open 8 to 8.
Just look at all those freshly made Krispy Kreme donuts. I'm sure it makes you want one or a dozen right now. So come visit our locally owned and operated Krispy Kreme donuts in Pigeon Forge. Our Krispy Kreme donuts are made fresh daily, our service is fast and friendly, and the taste will put a smile on anyone's face. Krispy Kreme is a fundraising favorite, so call us today to help support your school or community fundraising efforts. Our delivery truck is there when you need us. Krispy Kreme Donuts on the Parkway in Pigeon Forge.
Welcome back to the Your High School Sports Game of the Week. I'm Ralph Miranda along with Jonathan Crompton. It's halftime at Sevier County. The Smoky Bears lead the Indians of Dobyns Bennett 14-10. And Jonathan, really good first half, back and forth by both teams. What do you think has to happen here in the second half for one of these teams to maybe assert themselves and pull away?
Well, I know I keep mentioning it earlier in the first half, but the 7 maxims by University of Tennessee, the team that makes the fewest mistakes will win. Right there at the end of the first half, Dobyns Bennett, that was a big penalty on that punt return. So both teams got to either quit turning it over or stop giving up the penalties, because they're getting drives, but they're killing themselves by shooting themselves in the foot late in the first half. You had a 10-0 run and a 14-0 run. I'm really curious to see how they react to both of those without turning the ball over.
So basically what you're saying is these teams are so evenly matched, it seems like, that whichever one makes the key mistake here in the second half is going to give the other one the momentum.
That's the feeling that I get.
Okay.
I mean, they've both, offensively, they've been very balanced. They've done kind of what they've done, running the ball and then throwing it when they need to.
The halftime show is brought to you by the Jonathan Crompton Quarterback Academy. And Jonathan, tell us a little bit about that, why you got it started and what you try to accomplish with it.
Well, my main goal is to give back to the communities, and it's private quarterback training that if parents want to contact me, I have a website. It's jcqb8pro.com. And what I do is I travel all over the Southeast, and I train young quarterbacks to learn the proper techniques. I have video footage of them so I can study them and also show them what they're doing right and go from there. I mean, I think there should be more quarterbacks that come out at a high level from the Eastern Tennessee and West North Carolina area. So that's my main way to stay in the game after retiring. And give back. So like I said, if anybody wants to see what I'm doing, go to jcqb8pro.com.
Seems kind of funny that a man 30 years old is talking about retiring. You know, I don't get it, but I understand what you're saying. jcquarterback8pro.com.
Yeah, jcqb, the number 8,
right?
pro.com. I've got pictures of the quarterbacks I train now. I've got photo galleries of that when I played, and then just a lot of different things. I kind of my mission statement of why I do it.
Excellent. So there you have it. The halftime show brought to you by Jonathan Crompton's Quarterback Academy. Sevier County 14, Dobyns Bennett 10. We'll be back with the second half right after this.
Great. Perfect.
Just look at all those freshly made Krispy Kreme donuts. I'm sure it makes you want one or a dozen right now. So come visit our locally owned and operated Krispy Kreme donuts in Pigeon Forge. Our Krispy Kreme donuts are made fresh daily, our service is fast and friendly, and the taste will put a smile on anyone's face. Krispy Kreme is a fundraising favorite, so call us today to help support your school or community fundraising efforts. Our delivery truck is there when you need us. Krispy Kreme Donuts on the Parkway in Pigeon Forge.
Welcome back to your high school sports game of the week. Sevier County and Dobyns Bennett. It's halftime. We're just about ready to start the second half. And want to thank our sponsors once again, Krispy Kreme Donuts on the Parkway in Pigeon Forge, the hot and ready hot light every day in the morning and at night. Buddy's Barbecue in Sevierville, Winfield Dunn Parkway. Can't stress enough how good Buddy's Barbecue is. They provided our dinner tonight. Excellent dinner. You can use them for birthdays, special events, office parties, company picnics, you name it. Claybo's Express Car Wash across from the Claybo's Campground, 410 Wears Valley Road. Also, remember to watch the high school sports show each week in the Knoxville market on WKNX, the Knox, Channel 7. at 7 a.m. and in the Tri-Cities on CW4 at 6:30 a.m. Tonight's game will be replayed. You'll be watching us and listening to me right now on Wednesday night, September 13th at 9 p.m. on Charter Channel 196. Want to remind everybody that the high school sports game of the week will be back on September 29th. We'll be at Pigeon Forge for the Gatlinburg-Pittman Pigeon Forge game, October the 6th. We'll have Northview Academy at Pigeon Forge, and then October 12th we'll be right back here at Sevier County as the Smoky Bears take on the Eagles of Seymour in a rivalry game that night. So we're ready to go here as we're starting the second half. Dobyns Bennett. I also want to remind everybody before we get started the upcoming schedule for Sevier County. They will be home hosting South Doyle in a region game next Friday night. They will be at Oak Ridge on September 22nd, and then they'll be back home again here on September 29th in a region game hosting Gibbs. So that's your next 3 games for Sevier County on their schedule. They're getting ready to kick off now to Dobyns Bennett. Charlie Martinez squaring it up. Dobyns Bennett in their return formation. Looks like we have probably have an offsides there, maybe. The referees probably weren't ready. Sometimes, you know, the referees have to be completely ready.
They waved the flag. I guess not. They kicked it. They waved the flag up. There's some miscommunication on the outside.
So we'll try it again. Charlie Martinez lines it up from the 40. Gets ready to kick it off. And he kicks this one. Now we've got another penalty flag. So, Jonathan, how would you like to be on the kickoff team and have to run down the field 3 times in a row? That'd be a gasser.
This reminds me of summer workouts in college, having to just keep running.
So this is definitely going to be an offsides penalty on Sevier County. So now they'll line it up from the 35. Martinez will, if nothing else, he's getting an opportunity to practice his kicking.
Very true, but you know what? I'm kind of wondering if the calf cramp for Velasquez is more than we thought, because he's been the kickoff guy, and they're not getting the same depth.
That's right.
On the kicks that they have so far.
That's right. There you go. That's not a bad kick. Fielded by Dobyns Bennett at the 6. Uh-oh.
And
they're not going to catch
there's a momentum swinger right off the bat.
How about that?
That's how you start the second half.
I'll tell you, that's the way you start it. Matt Diminek with a great return for a touchdown.
Well, remember how we talked about in the halftime report about mistakes? That right there could have been one of the key mistakes, because I remember all my coaches used to say there are 5 plays that change a ball game. You never know when they're going to happen, though.
Jonathan, that's an excellent point, because if you take those 5 yards on that offsides, that ball might get into the end zone.
Exactly.
And now we've got a 92-yard or 91-yard return for a touchdown.
Exactly. That might be the mistake that Dobyns Bennett needed to get right back in this ball game and maybe keep the momentum.
Extra point's good. And Dobyns Bennett grabs the lead back in 12 seconds of the second half to go up 17-14. And boy, he hit that crease and made one move, and he was off to the races.
Well, I always like to talk about the unsung heroes. If you watch on the left side of the kickoff return, they destroyed the kickoff coverage. They opened that hole like the parting of the Red Sea. That was great job by those guys, and ultimately it gave them 7 points.
And let me throw this at you too. I was kind of jokingly saying, how would you like to run down on the kickoff 3 times in a row? But
that does wear on.
Maybe they were a little bit maybe they weren't going quite full speed.
Exactly. That does wear on them, because if you think about it, they just did 2 in a row, 25 to 30-yard sprints.
Easily.
It doesn't sound like a lot, but when you're exerting yourself this much in a football game, that takes a toll on you.
Yes, it does. So we'll switch it up now. Our next offensive play will be a kickoff, only this time Dobyns Bennett will be kicking it off to Sevier County.
And now we get to see how the young quarterback reacts to the situation.
Yes, we do. Drew Miller, Dobyns Bennett kicker, will place it at the 40. The usual return guys will be back for Sevier County. Sebastian Nelson, number 41. Garrett Adams, number 19. So Adams can't handle it cleanly. It bounces into the end zone, and that's going to be a touchback.
Yeah, and I'll say this, and this is no disrespect to anybody on Sevier County's team, but at this moment, Dobyns Bennett's got the advantage in the kicking game.
Yes, they do.
They really do, and that could change the game if they get somewhere semi-close near the end of the game, and they need a field goal to win it. I think they have the confidence that that's going to happen, because if you look at it, Velasquez has been their field goal kicker, and so far I haven't really seen him since, or at least kicked the ball since he came up with that calf cramp.
I think I see him on the sideline. Maybe he looks like he's moving all right, but you just never know. Nice play. Excellent play.
That was a great job by the defender right there, staying at home and kind of doing what we were taught in Pee Wee. Follow their belly button.
Right, exactly.
Where their belly button goes, they
have to go. That's right.
That was a good job.
I remember that. That's a good point to bring up. Dobyns Bennett looks like they're playing with a little bit more fire on defense right now.
Yeah, and it also looks like Sevier County's kind of playing a little conservative after that first play. I know if you look at the routes, they were trying to take a shot, but it didn't happen. I don't know if I come right back with a bubble screen, though, because like you said, Dobyns Bennett's they're playing with some momentum. They're playing with a little more fire than they had at the end of the first half.
So now Sevier County's faced with a 3rd and 10 at their own 20, and they're about to give the ball back to Dobyns Bennett if they can't come up with 10 yards.
And so far, that's been their bread and butter. Third down plays, a little ride by the quarterback, throw the backside slant. They've done it successfully twice. That's the first one they haven't completed, but you can tell Dobyns Bennett starting to get that tendency. They're picking up on it because they're covering it more.
And it looked like the receiver almost stopped on that one, or hesitated a little bit. I couldn't really tell, but it didn't have the same fluidity as the first two did. Let's put it that way.
But if you notice, it wasn't his go-to receiver.
Yeah, it was not his go-to receiver.
The chemistry was just a little bit off.
So now Sevier County with their backs against the wall a little bit. Dobyns Bennett's going to get excellent field position. Number 5, D. Williams fields the punt, returns it into Sevier County territory at the 49-yard line. So we got 10:29 left in the third quarter. And Dobyns Bennett with the lead 17-14 and threatening to get more. So very important for Sevier County right now to make a defensive stand. Now, if I'm the coach, you asked me what I would do in another situation. If I'm Dobyns Bennett, it's a steady diet of Hicks and Bristol right now.
Yeah.
I would run the football until they prove they can stop it.
I'd take my two-headed monster and roll with it.
And they got them both in there at the same time. Look at that.
And the thing I was just about to say that they should do is hit the edge, because if you look at their 4th-down linemen, they were crowding inside. They had 2-1 techniques instead of a 1 and a 3, so they were crowding the center. Their defensive ends were on the inside. They had the outside all day. That's a great play call.
It was a great play.
If you average 5 yards on first down, that's a win.
Yeah.
Well, look at it. They got 6. That's what you want to do. And the way they're running the ball, I keep going with it.
Same play.
Good cut.
Look at that cut. Oh!
And there's your one side of the double-headed monster, Bristol, that can shake and move.
Right.
He avoids some tacklers. He's not just downhill. I keep it going. I give it to him again.
Oh, I would too.
The old cliche, if it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Don't fix it. That's right. We got another Krispy Kreme 1st down. That's going to put the ball at the 22-yard line. And right now, Dobyns Bennett threatening to give the knockout punch to Sevier County. Same play.
The past 3 plays, if you take that last one into account, he's averaging about 8 yards a carry on that play. So you know what? Give it to him. Ride your horse in. But now here's the thing, though. If you're Sevier County, be careful. It might do a little play action because look, there's no safety.
That's right.
There's no safety deep. You've got your freshman quarterback lined up on the slot. They could do a little play action and throw it right over him. There's your bruiser.
Wow. Yeah.
There's the bruiser.
They give the ball to the shifty guy, the one that can move left and right real well for 3 plays, and then they give the hammer.
There you go. The hammer and the nail.
Oh, man. Boy, Dobyns Bennett is right now is dominating the play. I mean, they are just pounding the ball left and right.
Yeah, you couldn't have painted a better picture for how you want to start the second half.
No,
you really couldn't.
You're exactly right.
You get a 92-yard kickoff for 3 and out, and then you just right now you're dominating the line of scrimmage, and your running backs are running great.
3rd and 1. Going to give it to Bristol. Let's see if he can cut the corner. I don't think he's going to make it.
Could have been a hold. They throw on a hold.
Yeah.
Here's where I give Sevier County credit. Where's their best 3rd down defense?
Right.
3rd and 1 and 2 and 3.
Now let me ask you this question. Don't mean to interrupt you. This has been a pet peeve for me for years. It's 3rd and 1. You've just run the ball basically up the middle for 6 plays, 6 times, and you run it wide?
Go north-south.
Why do you do that?
North-south. And I'm being a quarterback, if I throw a drag route, a little short crosser,
right,
and I throw it, my receiver's got to trust me that I'm not going to throw him into getting hit.
Right.
Well, here's the thing. If I throw it, I want him to catch, tight turn, get north-south.
Right.
Because that's how you get yards after catch.
Right.
If I'm a coach and my running back does not go north-south on 3rd and 1, I'm very upset.
Yeah.
But also at the same time, I would have gave it to the bruiser.
Exactly.
I've nicknamed him now. I've dubbed him the bruiser. I would have gave it to him and let him say, you know what, stop me.
I agree. Drew Miller's going to line up for about a 38-yard attempt. Looks pretty good from here, and it's good. Yes, it is. Now, important for Dobyns Bennett, they got points, but again, that's going to be a play that we're going to come back to later because they're only 6 points ahead.
That could have been a big change for Sevier County. And, like I said earlier, statistically speaking, 5 plays win and lose a ball game. Okay, yes, they gave up a 92-yard touchdown. They stopped them on 3rd and 1 to keep them within 1-score game.
Right.
That's a big play, so they're still fighting. Their defense is keeping them in the ball game, but right now, as an offense coordinator, you got to come out and put your quarterback in a win-win situation.
I agree. So they lead by 6, and they'll kick it off to Sevier County. Same 2 back for Sevier County. Number 19, Garrett Adams, and number 41, Sebastian Nelson, to return the ball for Sevier County. Drew Miller, as he has done all night long, handling the kickoff duties for Dobyns Bennett. And that's a pretty good kick right there. That's going to be a touchback. Sevier County will start at the 20.
He's a game changer for them.
He is.
He is, because he's not going to let them get a return. He's just proven he can make a field goal close to 40. And at this level, that's a big deal, especially when it's a 1-score ball game. So I'm going to keep my eye on the kicker right now of Drew Miller. I really think he can do it.
And how much of the high school game is momentum, too? I mean, like, right now, Dobyns Bennett's playing with that little bit more fire, right?
Yep.
And Sevier County may be a little tentative. So as a coach, do you have to do something to change the momentum?
I think so here, because at this level you're playing, hence your quarterback. He might be 15 years old.
Right.
So emotions it's like a roller coaster.
Right.
So if I'm the coach, you really got to try to keep them even keel. I was always raised by my high school coach, Travis Nolan, who's one of the greatest coaches I've been around. He called it STM, short-term memory. No matter what happened in the past, it's in the past. We're going to move on. Never get too high, never get too low. So he preached that to not only me, but our team. So you never saw us get too high or too low in a ball game, because anything can happen. It's a game of football.
Good point. 2nd and 7. They'll go right up the middle. Give it to Bush. And a great Dobyns Bennett defense rising to the occasion.
So we're really going to start learning a lot about this young QB right now, though.
Yes.
Because eventually you're going to have to keep the ball in his hands.
Right.
And make him make a play.
Well, this is it. I mean, it's 3rd and 5 right here. You really can't afford to go 2 3-and-outs in a row.
No,
your
and
defense
this is right on the verge of their best 3rd down yardage.
Right.
It's about 1 yard off, so it's close enough for me to say I've got confidence that they'll make a play.
We'll see. Oh, he's got him. He's got him. He's wide open. Oh, he dropped the football.
What a play call, though. I know I mentioned it earlier about Dobyns Bennett running the out and up. Well, Sevier County beat him to the punch and ran a slant and go on him.
And it was a little bit underthrown, and that allowed the safety to get over there and interfere with him.
It was, but as a quarterback in defense of a quarterback, you can't help it.
They're never underthrown.
Sometimes those balls are the hardest to throw when you know they're that open, because it was such a good route he beat him.
I understand.
That you don't want to overthrow it, but on the negative, it gave the safety time to just get in his vision and make him drop the ball. So
yeah, but come on. I mean, while all us linebackers are over there beating on each other in tackling drills, isn't that why you guys are standing over there throwing all those passes? I mean, you got to get that timing down, right?
We're trying to stay clean during the ball game, right? We're trying to get the ball out quick.
I got you. Okay. I thought that you were planning that timing, so when you had a route like that, it was just pew right there.
Well, it should be. And, you know, I go back to my playing days in the CFL. I was fortunate enough to play with Chad Johnson. And we're playing.
Ocho Cinco?
Oh, yeah. And he was one of the greatest teammates I've ever had. And so we were coming out, and it's a big game. It was actually the day that it was a funeral for somebody very, very close to me. And I stayed and played. And he looked at me and goes, I'm going to run a slant and go. And I said, no. Chad, you're not doing it. He goes, Crump, I'm doing it. So I told him, I said, when break the huddle, if I give you the signal, which was it was a noise.
Right.
If I give it to you, do it.
Right.
And I gave it to him because corners playing so off and inside. And he ran such a good route. At this level, it takes such trust.
Right.
And I trusted Chad because he was one of the best route runners ever played the game.
Right.
It takes such trust to throw a slant and go to the field to not overthrow him.
Right.
And that was one of the best balls I've ever thrown because I trusted Chad to beat the corner.
Right.
So I held the safety. That's the thing that, going back to my quarterback academy, where I teach these kids, you want to hold the safety so he doesn't get in play in his vision, so he doesn't drop that ball. So even if it's on his back hip, it's still a completion.
Good point.
But those are the things that can happen, and Chad did it such a good job. We ended up winning the ball game. It changed the momentum. Football's a game of momentum.
It is. There's no question. And then, you know, you got a freshman quarterback. Maybe holding the safety is a little bit early for him.
Exactly.
Maybe. And
exactly.
I know you agree with that, but I'm saying excellent point on your part. Something he'll pick up and learn as he goes along.
And you can tell that he's going to pick up on that because he is maturity-wise. He's not at the freshman level. He's so far above that.
All right, so Dobyns Bennett, even they go for the punt, and I don't think they got a piece of it, but the punt wasn't very good.
Dobyns Bennett bounce.
And now Dobyns Bennett will have the ball in excellent field position. They pressured the punter. He got off a wobbly punt, took a Dobyns Bennett bounce, and now they're going to have a 1st and 10, a Krispy Kreme 1st and 10 at the Sevier County 38-yard line with 7:09 left in
Besides the one play, the last drive for Dobyns Bennett on 3rd and 1, everything's went their way this half. I mean, this is everything. I don't think I've seen a half start this well for a team besides one play in a long time.
So clean, so shiny, your car will look brand new at Claybo's Express Shine Car Wash. Choose from a basic car wash to the manager special, or purchase a monthly pass where you can go once a day, every day for a month. The neon lights look so cool while your car gets a fantastic wash in just minutes. So, get the best car wash in town at Claybo's Express Shine Car Wash, located on Wears Valley Road, right across from Claybo's Campground. Open 8 to 8.
Just look at all those freshly made Krispy Kreme donuts. I'm sure it makes you want one or a dozen right now. So come visit our locally owned and operated Krispy Kreme donuts in Pigeon Forge. Our Krispy Kreme donuts are made fresh daily, our service is fast and friendly, and the taste will put a smile on anyone's face. Krispy Kreme is a fundraising favorite, so call us today to help support your school or community fundraising efforts. Our delivery truck is there when you need us. Krispy Kreme Donuts on the Parkway in Pigeon Forge.
We want to thank Venture Productions for sponsoring our pregame show, and of course Jonathan Compton's Quarterback Academy for sponsoring our halftime show. So now we got 3rd and about 6 for Dobyns Bennett. Hicks still the lone back. Redwine the quarterback. He's going to play action pass. Throw the slant route. Nice catch.
That was a very, very well thrown ball right there. He threw that with a lot of confidence.
So that's going to give Dobys-Bennett a Krispy Kreme first down at the Sevier County 19-yard line. And Sevier County, I think, in my opinion, if they want any chance to win this game tonight, they're going to have to hold Dobyns-Bennett to a field goal.
Oh, that's a great point right there. And look at, see right
Bruiser.
there. So the bruiser. So he you know what? He tells himself, I know the little freshman quarterback got me last time. I'm gonna give him a little sidestep here, and you can see that arm tackles don't work on him. All right, here comes, they got the double-headed monster, both in the ball game.
I'd put them in the I formation is what I would do. I'd go I formation. I guess they don't believe in that formation.
See, here when I was in high school, we'd go the old school triple I.
Triple I.
And get the D lineman at fullback, then the fullback.
Yeah, that's a good one. There it is. Touchdown.
Touchdown. Yes. Touchdown.
So, basically I formation, but not out of the I formation. Lead back, Bristol follows Hicks. Touchdown Dobyns-Bennett. They're up 26-14.
And they're going to go for 2 here to make it a 14-point game.
That's interesting.
I don't mind the call.
I don't either.
Because you know, either way, they got to score 2, so you at least make them make the extra point. But if I'm Sevier County here, whether they get this or not, if I'm the coach, I'll tell them, guys, we're okay. It's not how you start, it's how you finish.
Right.
And so far, we've been a finishing team, and they have not been a finishing team.
That's a good point. That's an excellent point. Oh, nice. He was wide open, too.
They ran the exact play the Seattle Seahawks did, give the ball to Marshawn Lynch.
Yeah, exactly.
So my point is you got the bruiser who's like Marshawn Lynch. Give him the ball.
I agree with you.
Give him the ball.
I agree with you. Why do you get fancy? So Dobyns-Bennett goes for 2. They don't make it, but nevertheless, they do lead 26-14, which means that with 5:54 left in the third quarter, Sevier County has to have 2 scores to take the lead back from Dobyns-Bennett. Well, let's take a quick break. We got a quick break here with 5:54 left. Dobyns-Bennett 26, Sevier County 14.
Just look at all those freshly made Krispy Kreme donuts. I'm sure it makes you want 1 or a dozen right now. So come visit our locally owned and operated Krispy Kreme donuts in Pigeon Forge. Our Krispy Kreme donuts are made fresh daily, our service is fast and friendly, and the taste will put a smile on anyone's face. Krispy Kreme is a fundraising favorite, so call us today to help support your school or community fundraising efforts. Our delivery truck is there when you need us. Krispy Kreme Donuts on the Parkway in Pigeon Forge.
So clean, so shiny, your car will look brand new at Dobys Express Shine Car Wash. Choose from a basic car wash to the manager special, or purchase a monthly pass where you can go once a day, every day for a month. The neon lights look so cool while your car gets a fantastic wash in just minutes. So get the best car wash in town at Dobys Express Shine Car Wash, located on Weirs Valley Road, right across from Dobys Campground. Open 8 to 8.
Must have some sort of an equipment problem as they've forced one player off the field and the substitute to come in. Maybe a mouthpiece problem or a helmet problem. Nonetheless, it'll be 2nd down and 6 from the 31-yard line for Sevier County. For the quarterback draw.
Yeah, at this moment, I'm scratching my head wondering what Sevier County's doing on offense. It's almost like they got away from what they're doing in the first half.
Yes, that's exactly what it looks like. Well, they appear to be trying to finesse their way down the field, as opposed to hammering their way down the field.
That makes a lot of sense.
So now it's 3rd down. They just run it right up the gut and get nothing, and that's going to set up 4th down.
So you're going 3 and out 4 times in this quarter.
4 times.
And there's a flag on the field. I don't know what they're going to call. It's on the far end of the field near Colin Russell's side. So I don't know if him and Caleb Wetzel got into it or something.
No, we're going to find out.
Know, but
let's see.
Sevier County's got to change momentum real quick. They're letting them stay in the game.
Yeah, they are.
They're letting them stay in the game. At this point, I know I said I wouldn't do it in the first half, but I'm going to show them that I'm not finessing it, as you said. I'm taking a shot.
You got to. I mean,
I'm going to take a shot. You know what? As long as it's not a turnover, I'm telling my receiver, I'm giving you a chance. If you don't get it, nobody catches it. And I'm going to take a shot.
So Sevier County gets a fortunate Krispy Kreme first down, and that gives them the ball at their own 46-yard line, 1st and 10, with about a minute left in the third quarter. And we'll see if they can capitalize on this beneficial turn of events.
I go back to what I said. I love the call. If you don't catch it, nobody catches it.
Right.
I like the call. Yes, it was underthrown. If he throws it out there, it's a touchdown.
Right. I agree.
But that's a huge momentum swing.
But you you played the position at a high level. You played it as a freshman. You played it as a senior. A freshman quarterback, doesn't he have to kind of be in these situations a number of times before he starts getting the confidence, or is it something that he should be able to do right now?
Oh, that guy.
Did you have the confidence?
That's a hard question, but the way I would answer it, and this is as truthful as I can be.
And no knock on the kid now. I'm not talking about that.
This is not politically correct at all. If the coach has enough confidence to throw you out there, then you've got the confidence to say, I don't care how old I am, I'm going to play.
Okay.
That's the way I look at it.
I know. I understand what that. I just wonder though, if you're young, if maybe you just aim it just a little bit. You know what I mean?
I do see what you're saying, but in this situation, I don't know if he's thinking about it.
Right.
Then he's in the wrong situation.
Right, for our profession. Right. I understand.
But, I mean, because up until that point, he's not shown that he looks like a freshman.
No, he hasn't.
I'm wondering what happened. And, maybe I could be misspoken here. Maybe that hit he laid on defense, maybe those hits are starting to affect him because he's taking some hits this game.
Yes, he has.
On both sides of the ball.
Yes, he has. So anyway, Dobys-Bennett now will take it over on their own 23-yard line, 1st and 10. Let's see if they can run some clock. That's the first time I've seen Bristol not gain any positive yardage as Sevier County was able to close in on him. Great play by Eli Vaughn, the freshman defensive lineman, big 348-pound, 6'1" freshman, but just shut down Bristol.
I'm gonna go out on a limb here and say how you just had freshmen. If you look at this roster, they're almost set up for the next for about a year and a half to 2 years from now.
Yes.
Set up to be really good.
Yes. Oh, that was almost a big turnover.
So far their tendency has been, if my lone receiver to the boundary, if he's inside the numbers, I'm throwing a quick out.
Right.
If he's outside the numbers, I'm throwing a slant.
Right.
He's almost lucky that ball got tipped because he jumped the out.
Right.
That could have been a pick six. So their coaches might want to start
changing it up
a little bit.
Yeah, don't go to the well too often.
Yeah.
Well, let's remember, Sevier County 2 years ago, basically undefeated season, got to the state championship game, lost to Independence, and they've really kind of been rebuilding since then. I mean, last year was not a very good year. So this year they're trying to, as you said, they've got some young guys. They're trying to get back to that level of dominance that they were at a couple years ago.
And the young guys are showing promise. They're just showing, you know what, great legal hit.
Yes, it was.
Keyword legal. That's good football.
So Sevier County shuts down Dobyns Bennett as they try to run the ball once, throw it twice. And now we've got 11 seconds left in the third quarter. Dobyns Bennett will punt it away. Drew Miller, who's done an admirable job handling all the kicking duties tonight for Dobyns Bennett, will line up to punt. Deep for Sevier County, looks like Charlie Martinez. We'll see if no, it's not. It's Garrett Adams. Garrett Adams will take a fair catch at the 46-yard line. Sevier County will have 4 seconds left in the third quarter. They'll run one play and then we'll go to break and we'll head to the fourth quarter.
Just look at all those freshly made Krispy Kreme donuts. I'm sure it makes you want one or a dozen right now. So come visit our locally owned and operated Krispy Kreme donuts in Pigeon Forge. Our Krispy Kreme donuts are made fresh daily, our service is fast and friendly, and the taste will put a smile on anyone's face. Krispy Kreme is a fundraising favorite, so call us today to help support your school or community fundraising efforts. Our delivery truck is there when you need us. Krispy Kreme Donuts on the Parkway in Pigeon Forge.
So clean, so shiny, your car will look brand new at Dobys Express Shine Car Wash. Choose from a basic car wash to the manager special, or purchase a monthly pass where you can go once a day, every day for a month. The neon lights look so cool while your car gets a fantastic wash in just minutes. So, get the best car wash in town at Dobys Express Shine Car Wash, located on Weirs Valley Road, right across from Dobys Campground. Open 8 to 8.
We're back. Start of the fourth quarter at Sevier County. They will have the ball, second down and 4.
You can follow the Smoky Bears on WSEV 105.5. The Mix. Commentator Jay Allen. Davis.
See, I love how they get it. They get their playmaker the ball with a quick screen, let him get the ball back in his hands. And now look at it. Now are they going? They should give them a first down in my mind.
They should have a first down. I think they, let's see, yeah, definitely got to be a first down. So Sevier County gets their first Krispy Kreme first down of the second half.
Well, first earned, I guess. One
First earned, that's true.
There you go.
That's a good way to put it. First earned Krispy Kreme first down. That's right.
But see, look at that. They went right back to the bread and butter.
Right.
Little fake outside zone read, throw the backside slant to your go-to receiver.
Right.
They're right back in it.
Yeah, and we saw that play in the first half, didn't we?
Yep, and he's caught, they've run it 4 times, completed 3. The 3 completions were thrown to Colin Russell, number 1. You can tell that's his guy to throw that route to.
Exactly. So that's
they're picking up the momentum. They're feeling the sense of urgency. And if you look at it, I'm not saying that it's bad, but Dobyns Bennett's kind of slow on the defensive side of the ball right now.
Yes, they are.
That first down was huge to keep this drive going.
Yes, it was.
Keep your defense fresh.
Yes, it was, exactly. And not only keep them fresh, but give them some momentum. So Sevier County has the ball inside the 10. First and goal. It'll be second and goal now from the 5. They've got to get some points here. I would venture to say they've got to have a touchdown, because even if they kick a field goal, they're still going to be 2 scores behind. So you got to put the ball in the end zone here. Oh. So an incomplete pass will bring up a third and goal. You go for it here on fourth down?
I was just about to ask you the same question.
I would.
I was going to put you on the spot before me.
No, I would.
I agree as well.
Field goal does you no good.
It does not, because you get a field goal, you still have to have 2 scores.
That's right.
You go for it. If you don't get it, you got them backed up, and hopefully your defense holds them.
I agree with you 100% on that one. Let's see. Maybe they won't have to.
But
Third down.
I would throw it. Oh.
Ooh, boy, they had that read pretty well.
I'm not agreeing with that call.
No.
I say throw it. Your playmaker got you down here, number 1. What I do is I go for it. I line up. I go same formation.
Right.
I run the old school smash, hitch corner to number 1. They're playing inside technique. They've got away from it.
Looks like they're going to try to kick. Is that number 2?
It looks like they're going to kick it.
Yeah,
So
I don't understand that at all.
they've still got to have 2 scores.
I don't get it. I really don't get it.
You're conceding that I'm saying I still have to get the ball back twice. That puts a lot of pressure on your defense.
It does. It puts a tremendous amount of pressure on your defense.
Unless they're gonna pull out some sort of fake. You never know. You just never know.
You did. I mean, to me, if you go for it and you miss it, you still need 2 touchdowns.
But at
now
least
you
got
need
them backed up. You
right.
got them inside the 5.
Right, but that's my point, is that you don't really gain anything by kicking the field goal there.
No, not in my mind. I completely agree.
The only thing you do by kicking the field goal is it allows one of the scores to be a field goal that you need instead of 2 touchdowns.
And, if you get me, because so far you haven't.
Right.
They've stopped them 1 time this whole half on 3rd and 1.
Right.
Because they tried to go wide. Now, I would assume they've learned from that and said, you know what? Give the ball to the bruiser.
Right.
Let him get up. Or, you know what? Let him be the lead blocker for Bristol and get north and south. Give me the yard. So we'll see what their game plan is, but that's the way I would attack it.
Charlie Martinez kicks it off. Fielded at the 10. Looks like Keo Taylor with the reception. He's going to bring it out to the 23.
Very good coverage right there.
Good coverage by Sevier County. So we'll see what happens here. We've got 10 minutes exactly left now. Dobyns Bennett will have a 1st and 10 from their own 25.
But these conversations that we're having about all these scenarios, it reminds me that this is the ultimate team game. This is the most fun people are going to have.
Right.
We can come up with 100 scenarios and we'll never guess what it can be.
Right.
Because it's so unpredictable.
Right. There he is, the bruiser.
And it's almost like you read your mind.
Yeah.
Hey, let's go out there, let's pound it. Let's waste time.
Give it to the bruiser. He'll gain 10 yards in one play. He's going to pick up a Krispy Kreme 1st and 10 all by himself.
See,
and
that
now,
right there, that wasted 9 seconds. And then they're not going to snap the ball for another 19 seconds.
and they've only got 2 timeouts left.
Yep.
Because they had to burn that one on the.
And that's gonna end up being huge here in a little bit. Yep. See, great clock management so far by Dobyns Bennett.
Good. Milk the clock.
This is really good coaching. They snap it with 2 seconds.
Give it to the bruiser. There he goes. Wow.
This is.
Wow.
He's not showing any signs of slowing down. He's actually. It almost looks like he's getting stronger throughout the game.
Yeah, he is. He is. Since we're not keeping our own stats, take a peek at the radio guys and see how many yards he's got rushing. If you can tell, we're trying to gain some information from our friends.
It looks like he's got 103 yards rushing already.
That doesn't surprise me in the least. 103 yards rushing at least for Mr. Hicks, and he has just been pounding the football all night long. Timeout. Looks like. Well, let's take a quick break. We got a timeout with 9 minutes left in the game. Dobyns Bennett 26, Sevier County 17.
Just look at all those freshly made Krispy Kreme donuts. I'm sure it makes you want one or a dozen right now. So come visit our locally owned and operated Krispy Kreme donuts in Pigeon Forge. Our Krispy Kreme donuts are made fresh daily, our service is fast and friendly, and the taste will put a smile on anyone's face. Krispy Kreme is a fundraising favorite, so call us today to help support your school or community fundraising efforts. Our delivery truck is there when you need us. Krispy Kreme Donuts on the Parkway in Pigeon Forge.
What's it? Touchdown. Touchdown.
Wow, what a gutsy call and great outcome.
Yeah, that was a good call.
That was, you know what, I got to give him credit. That's a gutsy call outside of field goal range and say, you know what, I'm going to throw a go route.
Yeah.
I love it.
And you really got nothing to lose there because, like you said, if it's intercepted in the end zone, they'll get it at the 20. You actually pick up some yards.
Exactly.
Right. If it's incomplete, they're still going to get the ball at the 32.
And there's only 3:08 left.
Yeah.
So, you know, it's almost no harm, no foul.
No, exactly.
And that was not trying to run up the score at all.
No, it wasn't. No,
that
not
was
at all.
Just saying I've got no other option. I have no other option. I've got to try it. And it, you know, for them, luckily it worked out. That was a great ball, great catch.
Okay, let's take a quick break. We've only got 3:08 left in the ball game. Dobyns Bennett in control, 33-17. Jonathan and I will discuss our play of the game and our player of the game when we come back. Take a quick break. Your high school sports game of the week.
Just look at all those freshly made Krispy Kreme donuts. I'm sure it makes you want one or a dozen right now. So come visit our locally owned and operated Krispy Kreme donuts in Pigeon Forge. Our Krispy Kreme donuts are made fresh daily, our service is fast and friendly, and the taste will put a smile on anyone's face. Krispy Kreme is a fundraising favorite, so call us today to help support your school or community fundraising efforts. Our delivery truck is there when you need us. Krispy Kreme Donuts on the Parkway in Pigeon Forge.
so clean, so shiny. Your car will look brand new at Dobys Express Shine Car Wash. Choose from a basic car wash to the manager special, or purchase a monthly pass where you can go once a day, every day for a month. The neon lights look so cool while your car gets a fantastic wash in just minutes. So, get the best car wash in town at Dobys Express Shine Car Wash, located on Wears Valley Road, right across from Dobys Campground. Open 8 to 8.
All right, we're back at Sevier County. 3:08 left in the ball game. Dobyns Bennett 33, Sevier County 17. Miller kicking off to Sevier County. Looks like Adams feels it. He's going to get stopped about the 22-yard line. And we've got 3 minutes left in the ball game. Jonathan, we've got to pick our Dobys Express Car Wash Player of the Game. I have a funny feeling I know who you're going to pick, but I'll ask you anyway.
I'm going to have to go with the guy that I've already dubbed a nickname for, the Bruiser,
Ian Bruiser, Hicks. Number 30, Ian Hicks, 5'10", 206-pound junior from Dobyns Bennett is Jonathan's pick for the Dobys Express Car Wash Player of the Game, and I can't argue with it. Not only did the guy carry for over 100 yards himself, he laid some crucial blocks for Bristol.
Oh, yeah, and he kind of reminds me of a younger Jerome Bettis. He plays with that intensity. And, I know that's a far stretch, but he plays with that intensity. He plays bigger than he is.
Yes, he does.
He runs harder than anybody I've seen in a long time.
You wouldn't mind having a running back like that, or maybe you did have a running back.
Montero Hardesty was one of the better ones I've been around.
There you go.
But he had speed. Nobody knew that he was actually an all-state track runner in high school because how his size. But the guy was a powerful and elusive running back.
All right, Jonathan, let's second down, a sack on Burden there. And incomplete pass. That's going to bring up a third down with about 2:22 left. The Buddy's Barbecue in Sevierville Play of the Game. And what are you thinking there, Jonathan?
Well, I've got a toss-up.
All right.
I've got a coin flip between two plays, and I think it's common sense. Everybody's going to agree with the 92-yard kickoff return to start the second half. But also, like I was saying a little bit ago, the unsung hero is the first play of the last drive for Dobyns Bennett with 10 minutes to go. Ian Hicks starts out with a 12-yard run, comes out, gets the momentum started, ends up with another one. So those two plays, I think, really changed the game because they went on a 7-minute drive because of that one run.
Good point. Good point. I can't argue with that either. I think you're exactly right. I think most people would say the kickoff return, but Ian Hicks' run to start that drive really set the tone and ended up putting the nail in the coffin. So we've got our Dobys Express Car Wash Player of the Game, number 30, Ian Hicks from Dobyns Bennett, well over 100 yards rushing, some crucial blocks for his backfield mate, Nick Bristol. Hicks is a junior, 5'10", 206. Our play of the game, Buddy's Barbecue play of the game, was the first run by Hicks on the last drive by Dobyns Bennett. So there you have it. Sevier County gets a first down, a Krispy Kreme first down, and then we have another sack after that. That's going to bring up a significant loss. We got about 1:55 left in the ball game. Clock is running. It's going to be about a 2nd and 16 for Sevier County. They do have 2 timeouts left, but at this point it doesn't really make a whole lot of sense to take them until you get at least a score.
Yeah, and right now, the way Dobyns Bennett's playing, it's almost like they're saying, we're going to show that we're going to finish this ball game.
Right.
They came out, they've got a couple sacks on this last drive. They haven't had many the whole game, and they're coming out finishing this game the right way.
And the interesting thing about this too is both of these teams now will get deeper into region play, and this has to give Dobyns Bennett some real confidence that they can start playing with some of these other teams in their region.
I think so too.
So that'll be a Krispy Kreme 1st and 10. And we've got the clock stop on the first down, but it'll start here once it's set. There it goes. Now we're going to be under a minute left. First down for Sevier County. They're at the 47-yard line, their own 47. Oh. He got leveled. Nice hit. Incomplete. So now it'll be 2nd and 10. We've got 47 seconds left. The clock stops on the incomplete pass. The only thing left to decide here is what the final score will be if Sevier County can somehow get a touchdown across the goal line. That's not going to help. That's going to bring up a 3rd down and about 1.
I say clock's still running.
Clock is still running. And I got to, there's no reason to call a timeout. It really isn't.
No, that's the right thing to do by Sevier County is not call a timeout and delay it. Just at this point, like you said, the only thing is going to change is the score. So let's keep the players safe and get out of here.
Right. And that's it. Game is over. Final score, Dobyns Bennett 33, Sevier County 17. All right, so we're going to take a quick break. When we come back, we'll wrap it up from Hardin-Robertson Stadium. Final score, Dobyns Bennett 33, Sevier County 17.
Just look at all those freshly made Krispy Kreme donuts. I'm sure it makes you want one or a dozen right now. So come visit our locally owned and operated Krispy Kreme donuts in Pigeon Forge. Our Krispy Kreme donuts are made fresh daily, our service is fast and friendly, and the taste will put a smile on anyone's face. Krispy Kreme is a fundraising favorite, so call us today to help support your school or community fundraising efforts. Our delivery truck is there when you need us. Krispy Kreme Donuts on the Parkway in Pigeon Forge.
Welcome back to Sevier County High School, where our final score tonight was Dobyns Bennett 33, Sevier County 17. And Jonathan, what stood out to you this game? The overall, what was one thing that stood out to you the most?
I know how we talked about it pregame with the 3rd downs for Sevier County, saying that was their bread and butter defense. Well, you know what? Dobyns Bennett came out and said, you better stop our two-headed monster. You got to do it. And they may have a couple times, but overall, Dobyns Bennett ran the ball when they wanted and how they wanted to.
They sure did. They dominated the ground game, and Dobyns Bennett, flipping the script for 3 games, they had been a team that had grabbed the lead and lost the lead. Yep. Tonight, it was just the opposite.
Oh, yeah. You could tell, the first play of the second half, 92-yard kickoff return. At that point, you knew they had the momentum, but it was, could they keep it?
Yes.
They proved me wrong. They really did. They came out and pretty much said, Jonathan Crompton, you don't know what you're talking about. Said, we're going to keep this momentum going, and they ran the ball when they wanted, and they threw the ball effectively, though. That was what was most impressive.
Well, Jonathan, you did a great job. I enjoyed working with you.
Thank you very much.
It was a pleasure to have you in the booth. Jonathan Crompton, former Tennessee quarterback, doing as good a job in the booth as he did on the field. I'm Ralph Miranda. We appreciate you being with us. We hope you'll join us again for our next matchup, September 29th, where we'll be at Pigeon Forge High School for Gatlinburg and Pittman. For Jonathan Crompton, I'm Ralph Miranda, your high school sports game of the week. We'll see you next time.